So I just got done driving 17 and a half hours back to Fort Worth, Texas from Tampa, Florida to avoid Hurricane Helene. Now, before I get into today's topic, I do want to say thoughts and prayers to all of those that have been impacted by, Helene's path, absolute devastation. Being there and seeing how all of this transpired over the past several days, it's alarming to see the devastation. The places that I literally was just at. We had our first ever Titanium University meetup at Whiskey Joe's right there in Tampa. And I got pictures today sent to us from some friends in Tampa where Whiskey Joe's is just absolutely devastated. The restaurant that we were at just a handful of days ago now is just absolutely devastated. It's horrible to see. I know people's houses have been devastated, flooded, lives have been impacted. So thoughts and prayers to each and every one of you. Today's video is not to make light of that situation. It's actually kind of the opposite. To really bring to light the thought process that we have to go through in life and in our business when we have to make decisions, and how we need to understand our priorities when we make those decisions. So let's talk about, first and foremost, our experience in Tampa and how we came to the decision to drive back instead of kind of waiting out the storm or trying to make our flight. So we went to Tampa to attend the family mastermind. Cassie and I were there. Nick and Sima were there. Now, Nick and Sima, they live on the other side, the east coast of Florida. So they drove back Tuesday night. They missed, actually, they're in one of the very few counties that was not under an emergency evacuation or a state of emergency. So we're very thankful that Nick and Sima are okay, and we're very minimally impacted by the storm. That being said, Cassie and I, we had a flight out of Tampa on Wednesday night, and we got to Tampa Sunday night, and by Monday morning, there was already conversations about, hey, there's a tropical storm in the Bay or in the Gulf of Mexico. It's down by Cancun. There's a possibility that the temperature of the waters in the Gulf are primed to make this a pretty significant Category 3 hurricane. Now, the conversations were that it was actually going to hit earlier than it did. That's part of the reason why the hurricane ended up becoming so large and powerful, is because it really kind of stalled out over those warm waters and just built before it hit landfall. So because we were there and we were around quite a few people that are from Tampa and from Florida, we asked a lot of questions, right? Being from Texas, we're really, and especially North Texas, we're never really impacted by a hurricane. So we don't have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this. So it was like, hey, how serious is this? And we knew that there was plenty of time. Now, by the time it came to, hey, there's a chance that our flight might be impacted by this storm, all of the flights earlier on Wednesday had already been booked, and there wasn't really a chance for us to move our flight up to an earlier time. Really, we were only attending the mastermind on Monday and Tuesday, so we had a chance to fly out earlier on Wednesday if there were any flights available. It actually got to a point where I started searching other flights from other locations like Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. I just started looking around at other airports, and there were no flights available to change our flight to. Southwest Airlines, which is what we flew on, gave us the free choice to do that. We could have moved it to any location to get the hell out of there, but there were none available. So changing the flight was the first option that we really explored, and that was not an option for us. So as the storm continued to build, and it was very obvious. I mean, every meteorologist, news channel out there was saying, hey, this is very serious. It's going to make impact on Thursday. There's going to be, There's different, depending on the location, 5 foot, 10 foot. I heard all the way up to 20 foot surges of water on the coastlines. And the fear was flooding, significant amount of rainfall, power outages, tornadoes. I mean, it was pretty frightening to listen to the devastation that Helene was going to bring to Florida. So Cassie and I had decisions to make, and we had to figure out, okay, what are we going to do? Now, our flight was Wednesday night. Our flight was not delayed. It was not canceled. However, I started looking at this and I realized our flight, which is at 6 p.m. on Friday or Wednesday night, if something happens to that flight, there are no other flights out. This is our shot. And we're looking at the path of the storm. And so there was storms like coming off of the hurricane itself. And looking at the radar in Florida, there was a significant amount of storms going to be hitting on Wednesday that were not a part of the hurricane, right? These are just thunderstorms. Now, I have flown in and out of Tampa many times. Every time I'm in Tampa, my flight gets delayed due to some sort of lightning storm, thunderstorm. Another plane got delayed in Orlando or Miami or whatever. And so now your flight's delayed. So there is this fear that I'm looking at the radar and I'm trying to make decisions on what are we going to do. Now, when I saw that there were storms on Wednesday that could significantly impact our ability to fly out, even though it wasn't a part of the hurricane, I started thinking to myself, what are the repercussions of us having a canceled flight? We are stuck in Florida with nowhere to go in a hurricane. Like we have no home to go to, hotel, mandatory evacuation. If we wait too long, we're not going to have the opportunity to drive out of here. However, it's a 2-hour flight. So if our flight gets out, we're home in 2 hours, we're safe, everything's great. But then I started looking at it and saying, hey, Wednesday morning, we take our rental car and we drive 17 and a half hours to Fort Worth, Texas. We are guaranteed to be home. We are guaranteed to avoid any damages, being stuck in a hurricane, anything terrible happening to us. We avoid all of that scenario. Now, we made the decision to drive. However, our flight left the airport 30 minutes after its scheduled time, was landed at Dallas Love Field 2 hours later, safe and sound. Everyone made it home. I have zero regrets for my decision to drive 17 and a half hours home. Here's the reason why. The decision was made because I understand what is a priority for me and what is not. And taking what happened there and using it inside of business. When we make decisions for our business, you need to understand what is a priority for you and what is not. Don't look at it and say, I don't want to do that. That being driving 17 and a half hours. So I'm going to avoid that scenario when a priority for me was being able to control my own destiny, not being in a stressful atmosphere, not flying in over a hurricane, through storms, putting myself in a dangerous situation, and realistically looking at it and say, what are the odds that we actually get to fly out? Wednesday morning, when I sat down and I made a decision to drive, I literally felt like there was less than 50% chance that that flight leaves. That meant I felt like more than 50% of the time, I'm going to be stuck in Florida in a hurricane. In business, when we start making decisions as business owners, whether or not we want to do something in our business, explore an opportunity, take a risk on something. What can help you make that decision is understanding what is a priority for you long term. So for me, I don't like to ever be in stressful situations. It's one of the reasons why I'm an entrepreneur, is to avoid being stressed out. I like being able to create my own reality and make sure I'm always living in a place of relaxation where someone's not stressing me out. If not, otherwise, why am I doing this? So looking at it and saying, if I stay here in Florida all day long, watching the radar, seeing thunderstorms come and go, looking at the percent of thunderstorms during 6 p.m. when my flight's going to be taking off, going up and down. One point in time, it got as high as 75% chance of thunderstorms when the flight was supposed to be taking off. Now, the only reason why the flight got to take off was because there was about a 20-minute window where there was no storms above Tampa, and it fit right through there and made it to Dallas. I did not feel comfortable with that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I didn't want to drive 17 and a half hours, but the priority for me was safety and getting the hell out of Florida and making sure I did not get stuck in a hurricane. It's the same thing in business. The priority for me is making sure the long-term stability of my business is secure. So if I look at an opportunity and I say, hey, we could explore this opportunity. We could go do this flip or this novation or this big deal or this new strategy. And yes, maybe it could pay off. Maybe it can pay off massively. However, if things don't go right, what is the risk that you are taking on to explore this new opportunity? There's so many times that we went out and we did flips where it was like, hey, we could do this flip. We could make $50,000. And rarely did I look at those and say, but what if this doesn't go right? And when those times happen, that's when I learned this. Holy cow, I was just looking at the opportunity of making $50,000. I didn't ask myself, what happens if the flight doesn't take off? What happens if the flip doesn't go well? Who's going to pay for the additional rehab? Who's going to pay for the additional holding costs? Well, that was me. Well, what did that mean? Where did that money come from? I had to go do additional work to pay for that lost expenses. This is what set us back for years, not prioritizing what was important to us in our business. I got caught in the hurricane. I got caught and sat here and go, I bought this property and now I'm stuck. What do I do? That's how I felt the other day. If the flight doesn't take off, I am now stuck in Florida in a hurricane, a devastating hurricane. I don't know how to handle that. I don't have a home here. I don't have anywhere to go. The priority for me had to be controlling my own destiny and making sure that I got home safe and sound, even though it took 17 and a half hours of driving. Yet I could have just waited out a 30-minute flight delay and been home in 2 hours. I do not regret that decision whatsoever because I made the decision based around what is important to me. And the crazy thing about it was Cassie and I were absolutely aligned in this decision. We talked about it. I mean, we had 17 and a half hours in a car. We talked about it quite a bit, looking at it and saying, man, did we make the right decision? We watched as our flight took off. And we absolutely sat there and said, we do not care that we are now in Alabama, nowhere close to Texas, that our flight is taking off. We made the right decision for us. We made sure that 100% we were safe. We were secure. We were not going to get stuck in a hurricane. Are you making the same decisions in your business? Or are you looking at it and saying, that 17 and a half hour drive looks miserable. I'll risk it. I'll risk being stuck in a hurricane so I can make that 2-hour flight. So I can explore this opportunity to make profit on this deal. Or are you making decisions based around what is important to you for the long-term stability in your business. Think about that the next time you have a big decision. Slow down and say, what is the most important thing for me in my business? 5 years from now, am I going to look back at this decision and say that was the right decision, or I should have never taken that risk? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thoughts and prayers to everyone impacted by Helene, not only in Florida, but Tennessee, Georgia, Carolinas, everywhere. We're praying for you, and hopefully you come out better on the other side. Thank you, guys.